What about JD and New Catch? What is it?
The New Catch Republic
Yes.
or Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. Yeah. So Jazz, a lot of people don't know this, and I don't know if me and you discussed it before, but Pete Dunne is one of my all-time favorite in the modern day wrestlers. Again, from the Black and Yellow brand, Pete Dunne was unstoppable, incredible. With him and Gunther, aka, um, well, a lot of you guys might know him as Walter back then. This guy means business. This guy is brutal. He's ruthless. He barely smiles. He's just all serious. And this was my favorite wrestler back then. He just seemed like such a badass, and we have that back. So seeing him, and Tyler Bates is one of the best wrestlers that people don't know about yet, unless, of course, like I say, you watch NXT, you watch NXT UK. These two even had great matches against each other. And I think that's what Triple H is trying to bring to the main roster, which makes me happy. These two put on some amazing matches themselves. I think when they did fight, I think Pete won or whatever, both, if I remember. But great matches. Kind of agree with you on this, Jazz. It was already predictable. I didn't see Judgment Day winning this. But at the same time, and this is kind of like, again, how I always say, the WWE shoots themselves in the foot in a way, because in a way they don't. The way they do is because you build these people up. The same thing goes with Nia. You build these people up. You make these people so dominant, and next thing you know, they just lose. And then now what? You build them up so much to the point where people think, "Wow, they actually have a chance of winning." I'm nervous for the Judgment Day, or I'm nervous for Rhea Ripley in that in another sense, and they lose. Now, in this way, is also not a shoot theirself in the foot moment, because these, again, it's the whole situation of trying to, like I said earlier, people that lose, what's happening is that Triple H is trying to show you who they are. He's letting them do what they do best in the ring, and letting the main roster realize, wow, who's this person? You know what I mean? So it's
Mhm.
working. It's just a little weird when they lose the big one. Like, I don't know, it's just weird to
Yeah.
me. But I
It was
understand why. So, you know.
to me, I agree. It was time. Like it was time for them to like lose the titles. Like I don't know what they're doing, or they've gone against so many guys, and I'm just sorry. Like Damian Priest and Finn Balor, they're strong individually, but as a tag
Mhm.
team, I feel like they're not a tag
They're
team.
not
Like
synchronized. Yeah. I agree with that. I agree. Mhm.
there are teams out there that
Mhm.
are literally tag teams. They do tag team
Yep.
moves, and they have like
Yep.
several things that they do. Like
Mhm.
think the best way that I can compare this to is think of Kitana and Kaden.
Oscar. Wait, you talking about Kyrie
Kitana,
and Oscar?
Katana and Kaden. Remember the tag title women that had won before the Kabuki Warriors?
Oh, okay. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Mhm.
So they do
There was an
moves.
actual tag team. Yeah. Mhm.
They do moves that are built built
Yeah.
for tag.
Actual
Like
tag team. Mhm.
yeah, so I like to see those moves because that's what the tag teams are supposed to do. But it's
Mhm. Mhm.
when the Judgment Day, when Finn and Damien, when they tag, it's still very individual in a way. And I feel like they're trying to make
I
them
see
be
what you're saying.
they're trying
Yeah.
to make them be an individual at some point. But yeah, like they just don't interest me as a tag team. So either they need to make them individuals or something, because Finn could be on his own, Damien could be on his own. So I don't know why they're pushing this tag team on them so hard. Like I just feel like it's time for somebody
Hmm.
else to have the tag. Like first, I wanted it to be the Creed brothers because they're huge as fuck and they're also good at tagging.
Mhm.
I was like, well, maybe these other people they're more suited. Like I felt like they were better matched against them when you like pair them up and stuff. So I was like, oh, maybe they might let them get the title and stuff. So I was
Mhm.
just I think I was just like bored. I was just like, come on, like let someone else have the tag title. Like give that shit up. Y'all had it for a long time, and now it's time for some other teams to come through. There's so many tag teams right now.
Hmm.
Like to me are more intriguing and more interesting to look at. But it's nothing against the wrestlers. Don't come for me, guys. It's nothing against the wrestlers. It's just I'm ready for some new content.
I never thought about it like that, Jazz. But you're right. Like, I always felt like Finn and Damien were placeholders for those who needed to have the title. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, you're right. Like, they're not synchronized. We don't have a tag team. They're not a Uso tag team. You know what I mean? They're not a Creed brothers, like you said. They're not Alpha Academy. You know, they're not a tag team technically. They're
Yeah,
stable, yes. You know what I mean? With Dom, Damien, Finn, Rhea, and what's the other guy? The new guy. The new guy that shouldn't even be in Judgment Day.
JD.
And our truth, JD, yeah. And so it's like I just feel like they're not, yeah, they don't have any synchronized tag team moves. They don't have any of that and everything. Does that make them a bad tag team? No. But at the same time, their tag team championship that they're holding, let's give it to somebody that is more deserving, that is an actual tag team. You know what I mean? Of
Yeah,
course, so that's why I was rooting for the New Cash Republic and stuff. You know what I mean? Like we need an actual tag team hold those belts. I agree. I
yeah.
agree 100%. And on that too, what's going to happen when Damien cashes in? So let's be honest, he's going to cash in. Come on.
Mhm.
And I think he's going to cash in on Drew when Drew beats Seth. That's my prediction of WrestleMania. So it's like when he gets that belt, if he does get the belt, then what? Are they still going to be tag teams? You know, or are they going to lose at Mania on night one and then I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. But yeah, I agree with you 100% on that.
Yeah.
100%.